A big hello and welcome to all you fireballs out there. Welcome to the One by One show. I am Manoj, your host. Here's what today's show is all about. One general tip that applies to freelancing, full stack development, writing, and design. Google being low on money. Yep, that's a thing. Bias creep, and that it's not a bad thing in its entirety, and some other updates. So let's get started. Here's one same tip for the four pillars I talk about here on the show and write about in the vlog. Learn about marketing funnels. Funnel, this term or topic applies to all four topics of freelancing, full stack development, writing, and design. Each of these four pillars are influenced and affected by this one word in different ways. It is fascinating to understand and learn the way a marketing funnel affects a product's design, content, website, app, or software, and the freelancing process in its entirety. Learning about marketing funnels will be of great help to you, no matter your area of interest, career, or hobbies. Switching gears, let's talk about what was accomplished last week and what's going to be done in the coming week. Today saw a new issue of the Indefinite Loop newsletter delivered to its subscribers, or it's still being in the process of being delivered. If you haven't subscribed yet, the link is below in the description. Last week saw many small fixes and corrections for both the blog at manojsachwani.com and the homepage of indefiniteloop.com, both of which have been updated today. This coming week will be full of work, followed by new products being launched on Out Curiosity, more posts migrated to manojsachwani.com, and two more sections being completed on indefiniteloop.com. That all with a new episode of One by One show dropping next Sunday. It's a good time to be alive, certainly a busy time to be alive. We have changed segments and are currently in a segment labeled The Way, a place where I speak about some opinionated philosophies. I've been thinking about how our biases creep into our lives and how they affect our decision making without us being aware of them or even aware of what biases are. This creep may sound like a bad thing, but I am of the opinion that it is not. Rather, I stand in awe about the fact that how inseparable are our biases from our lives. And if they do something good for you, me, us, then it is okay to accept them. And this good is not necessarily visible or pickable by us as a pattern. Rather, it's a more subconscious good. By accepting our biases, we are essentially accepting ourselves or a part of ourselves. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Let me know via Twitter. Moving on to Timely Thoughts, where I speak about some industry news and current affairs. Here is what caught my interest this last week. Google's cost cutting has come up a notch. Employees are now sharing desks at work. It would be better to stay remote, in my opinion, instead of having employees come to the office when you don't have the resources or the upkeep of said office space. I mean, Google running out of money is a sign of things to come, maybe. In other news, AI generated fiction is gaining traction. It may be too late to finish writing that new fantasy adventure series all of us are sitting on. AI writing books is going to get more common, and that in itself is something to think about deeply, in my opinion. I mean, I never thought I would read a fiction story or a book written by AI. It's certainly novel, but I have mixed feelings about this. In this week's adventure, the hairy monkey saw himself fight with heat, wondering if the temperatures during the day this time of the year, having already passed 35 degrees Celsius, is a sign of temperatures reaching higher record-breaking levels in the coming months, and what kind of impact would these rising temperatures have on our daily routines? Honestly, these wild swings are scary, to be honest, especially with respect to infrastructure, both digital and physical. And that is all for this week's episode. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.